Hey everyone, today I am trying out a different format of video where it's like a live commentary, except it's not live. But actually, I don't even know why people call it live in the first place. Since this is a video I'm uploading after the facts. Like it'd be live in the sense that I'd be talking over the gameplay while I'm playing the game, but in this case, this is footage of me playing a game just to sort of make background footage for my subjects, or my speaking on a subject, that being the meaning of life. Yeah, I know. It's like, wow, you're going for that on your first philosophical take video, Jake? You're going for the meaning of life? It seems like something you like, okay, first of all, why the fuck would I click on this YouTube video, the third video this guy's ever made, just to hear on the meaning of life? But I don't know, man. Like, I gotta start somewhere, and, this is a thing that I think about a lot. I feel like if you're not thinking about it all the time, like, you gotta think about two things: the meaning of life and your death. You gotta worry about death, because, I mean, death's obviously giving you a big motivating factor on figuring out what your life should mean, what you should be doing with your time, because it's going to end. It's a guarantee we all have. Recently, I was talking to my dad, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I worry about death. That's what I think about." And I thought, like, yeah, old people always do this. My dad's not that old, but like when I talk to like elders, like really old people, they always bring it up like I'm supposed to feel sorry for them, but it's like, dude, first of all, I have the same guarantee you do. I'm also going to die. So like, we're on the same boat. You're just like closer to it, and I'm not gonna feel bad for you because you had all the time already to think about it and make your peace with it. So hopefully we all get there. But my thought is that the meaning of life is enjoyment. You should be maximizing your enjoyment throughout life. But this is not me just being like, and that, dear school teacher, is why I will be skipping school to eat Doritos and play video games. Like, no. When I'm saying enjoyment, I've really thought this through, man. I'm saying like integral under the curve, where the value of your life is the y-axis and the x-axis is time, and you're taking the integral of the line from when you're born to when you die. And so, what's that entail? How does that inform how you should live your life? Well, firstly, you want to make sure you're enjoying every day. If you're really trying to maximize that integral, you don't want any low points unless it's sufficiently filled by high points. So it can kind of inform us on what things are worth it in life. Should I smoke a ton of opium or heroin or whatever? Like, why not? The idea of why not on that is because when you smoke that opium, it's like 200% enjoyment. Like, you will not feel that good under normal circumstance. But that's pretty small amount of time that you feel incredible, and then you have to deal with the withdrawals for the rest of the days. Obviously, the bounds of our integral are from life to death, like when you're born to when you die. I went over that. So you want to live as long as a life as you can. Like, if there was an infinite life thing, like some fountain of youth, you should just go for it. I mean, like, why not? I think the idea of should you or shouldn't you take the infinite life, it kind of depends. Like, I would just take it if it made me stop aging. I wouldn't take it if it means that I'm still chilling there after the universe has imploded, and it still follows the life equation. Because like, I think on your little value axis, you could dip into the negative and be really upset as you sit around till the end of time in like the vacuum of space after like the earth explodes or whatever. So yeah, that now, see, it's pretty useful, right? Like, I have this integral that I'm trying to solve for. I'm trying to maximize my overall enjoyment, which is the value under the curve. And if the value goes under the curve, under the y-axis into the negative, then that's obviously a bad thing if I'm, you know, taking that out to infinity, whereas the positive portion wasn't also on the infinite scale. So now you might be thinking, Jake, how do I calculate the value of any given moment, the enjoyment that I'm feeling? Well, I think it mostly has to do with happiness. Like, it could be excitement a little bit, could be other things, but just to simplify on the emotional spectrum, let's just say happier equals better. And let's use as an equation for happiness your expected result minus reality. So this is an equation I'm taking from the book Solve for Happy by Mo Godot. Now this book was a banger, dude. I gave this book to my mom and she was like, holy shit, this is like such a good book. And it's one of the very few books I read. Like, I am not a book reader, but I thought, like, hey man, I want to be happy in my life. I might as well at least read like a really, like, one of the best books on happiness. It's kind of crazy to think, like, everyone else is reading books because they want to do it for fun, right? That, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read this book because I'm bored, you know, it's an entertaining book, it's very enthralling to me. But you're doing that so that you're happy in the moment. You want the excitement of the book. But, like, why not just read a book on how to be happier? That's my argument for why you should read the book. But generally, the lesson is your expectations of reality are what determine how happy you are moment to moment. So, if I am pissed off in traffic, it is because I expected, some part of me expected to make it through the traffic with no stops. I just expected it to go like every morning where I get there pretty quickly, and now that there's this traffic jam, I'm pissed because it fell below my expectation. But when I find $20 on the ground randomly, that usually doesn't happen. That wasn't in my expectation. It exceeds my expectation, and thus I am happy. So that's why, you could feel pretty, fine, even when things should feel like super good, because, you're hanging out with your homies, you're having a dope party that you threw or something like that. If it's just meeting expectation and you expected it to feel just that good, then it's like, it's not gonna really feel that good, Like, it's weird. And if it falls at all short of super high expectations, then you're gonna really get crushed if one bad thing happens. So how can you prime yourself for low expectations? There are a couple ways of doing this, but one of the first and foremost ones is negative visualization, the stoicism technique. This is just thinking about all the bad shit that could happen to you and kind of just like going through it. Not to the point of anxiety. I don't want anybody sitting there ruminating on all how, oh man, if I talk to the girl that I like, oh, it could go wrong in all these ways. Like, no, we're talking about, like, when you get up and go to work in the morning, imagine getting stuck in traffic. Imagine your boss gets upset with you. And odds are, like, things are gonna be fine. You've dealt with bad things in the past if you're a human being. Another good technique would be to focus on the process of getting what you want in life, not the outcomes, because thinking about the outcome is making a big assumption that you're going to make it there. All you can do in life is play solid, whether it be a dope-ass ninja game where you run over to an octopus and murder it to get your sandwich back, for example, or trying your best to get a promotion, or trying to win somebody's friendship or romance. Like, all you can focus on is the process. It's a bad thing to visualize yourself getting what you want instead of just visualizing yourself doing the steps to get what you want. Another thing that really inflates people's expectations is just watching on social media, looking at other people's lives, thinking, I should be more like so-and-so. Like, even if you've got big economic aspirations, you should not be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like a top 500 entrepreneur. It's just gonna friggin' happen. Like, you've got to focus on the steps to get there and not worry about the outcome. And I'm sure most of those people did just focus on the process instead of sort of just looking up to other people or like thinking, oh, their lives are so cool on social media, like I should be like them. Do you think cool people actually just look at social media, other people's cool lives, and be like, oh man, yeah, I'm just gonna emulate that. Yeah, that's their strategy for sure, right? I understand that I kind of went off on a tangent about expectations, but when it's about your moment to moment, how happy you are, and I'm telling you, that enjoyment is what determines the quality of your life. That's the whole point. It's pretty important to sort of manage expectations. I think when people get super upset in like a video game, which I see all the time as a gamer boy, as you guys know, I'm a big gamer. Like, right there, where I just died in the game, I spawned in on that flying enemy and I got hit. I wasn't upset in that moment. I wasn't like, oh, dang it. I just thought like, oh yeah, you know, I should have seen that coming because the ghost has to run out eventually. You can't just stay a little ghost guy forever. All that sort of thing. Similarly, it's kind of ridiculous to queue Overwatch constantly, lose 3 times in a row, and be like, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm so mad my teammate wasn't playing as perfectly as I wanted them to. It's like, dude, that's guaranteed to happen at some point. If you're gonna play like 12 matches, okay, I'm just gonna calculate the odds that, assuming it's a 50% chance you win, which should be the case if you're playing at your skill level and the matchmaking system is ranking you accordingly, these are the odds that in 12 matches you will win, or you will lose 3 in a row. I guess the odds that you win 3 in a row are the same, but see, it's actually likely that you will have to face at least one 3-loss streak. So you should, you know, emotionally prepare for that and just expect it. It should be part of your expectations. You shouldn't be upset when that does eventually happen to you. It only takes 12 matches to make it very likely that you have a 3-win streak. You feel that high. But it's equally as likely that you encounter the 3-loss streak first. Can you push through that to get to the next 3-win streak? There are factors that make it not a perfect 50-50. Like, if you start playing on tilt and you start playing worse because of it, then yeah, you're probably actually going to lose more. But this isn't a video about Overwatch placements. I'm telling you to manage your expectations because that determines the quality of your life. If you yell at people in traffic, you've got a problem there. You are going out of your way, whether you realize it or not, to make your life worse. If you didn't care, your life, the moments in which you would be raging, yelling at that random person for some sort of emotional relief, would be no more. You'd just be chilling. You could just be chilling for all of those moments. And that's gonna happen like at least 200 times before you die, probably way more than that. But enough on moment-to-moment calculations. Obviously, it's good to feel great in the present moment, but it's also important to invest in the future. You could set yourself up by making your body primed to feel good by getting enough sunlight, exercising, having a pretty good diet. It doesn't have to be incredible because, dude, if you were just eating like perfect Soylent Green every day, getting all your nutritional needs perfectly filled, there's better ways to do it. You could have it like 90% of the upsides for good health by eating pretty tasty food. And obviously that's going to be more worth it than having the low experience of chugging through some disgusting Brussels sprouts, Mom. Yeah, that's right. This is a video about you. I'm standing up. I'm standing up to the Brussels sprouts. So yeah, I hope this video, it is coming to a close pretty soon, but I hope this video was at least a little bit fun to listen to. I'd like to discuss more facets of life, not just like the meaning of life, but I want to talk about the social aspects and what I think about supermarkets or some just some shit. Like everybody's got opinions. And I've just got some extra ones. I hope these ones are favorable to you to listen to, and I hope the gameplay is sick as fuck, because, like, dude, this game, I wanted to share it, but I didn't want to make a full video on it. And as you can see, I didn't even get to the end. Like, I think that was a pretty cool run, though, because I got a high score. And I hope I beat your expectation for this video. Goodbye.